Gamers, the new 1.20 update brings with it a brand new Cherry Blossom Biome, which I'm sure you already know about. And in this episode, we're going to be building a village in one. But first, we need to find the biome itself. Now, I have a couple of things I want to grab before we head off on our journey, with the first being some crimson wood. It pairs very nicely with the new cherry wood that we'll also be using in our block palette, so I want to bring a bunch of it with us. Jesus Christ, dude. Oh my god. Dude, I'm just here literally straight vibing. I've never been jump scared worse than that in this goddamn game, dude. I'm not even kidding. Dude, I swear, what the hell? Did they actually finally fix this bug? I had to come back just to check it out, but let's go through and look at this. Dude, the portal doesn't start waving in your face again when you come back. What? Did they actually fix this? That is insane, dude. I don't know why I'm freaking out over such a small detail, but dude, that's been in the game for so long, man. Okay, now that we have a whole crap load of this stuff, it's now time to stock up on fireworks for our journey. As you can see, I only have 38 left, and I have no idea how long it's going to take to find a cherry blossom biome. So let's head into the cave where creepers just love to seem spawning for some reason. Holy shit. Did you guys see that? And let's slaughter a bunch of them. Oh, what the hell? There's diamonds here. I don't even see that before. Hell yeah, 4 diamonds. Can't go wrong with that. I haven't seen a slime down here in a long time. Ooh, this actually gives me an idea for a build maybe in the future. Dude, I didn't even know this, but our whole massive cave area here actually goes down again into another massive cave. Dude, look at the size of this thing. Well, yeah, there's definitely nothing of value down there, so I'm not even gonna bother. Just before we continue, we have a sponsor for this video, Brick City. Brick City is Dev Sister's newest sandbox city building mobile game where you'll step into the year 2523 and revive the abandoned and polluted earth by using bricks building blocks. With these, you'll be able to build your very own city and make awe-inspiring structures and cozy homes with over 7,000 different blocks. Looking for inspiration? No worries. Go on a journey and explore other builders' creations and cities where you'll also be able to discover exclusive building blueprints and new Brick City residents. Pre-registration and early access application is now open for Brick City. There'll be a ton of in-game rewards for pre-registering, and early access users will have the opportunity to win a $1,500 gift card through a build challenge. Sign up and learn more by clicking the link in the video description or by scanning the QR code on screen. A big thank you to Brick City for sponsoring this video. Now, let's get back into it. Okay, now with a crap load of fireworks, hopefully that's going to be enough. All the blocks that we should need, once again, hopefully it's going to be enough. We are now ready to start exploring and searching for the new Cherry Blossom Biome. And of course, here's the rain right on cue to make visibility even worse. Actually, I just came up with an idea that might work. I have not done this in, oh, God knows how long. I'm very prepared to puke. Oh my God. Wow. I can't believe how bad this game looks by itself. That is insane. But at least it runs a whole lot better, and we should be able to run it nice and smoothly with, you know, the max chunk render distance. Well, hopefully that aids in us finding this freaking biome sooner. I mean, I've been searching for literally like maybe 1 minute now. You can tell how impatient I'm getting ready. Oh my God, there it is. I didn't even realize. Dude, it literally took only like a couple of minutes to find it. What the hell? I was expecting it to take so much longer. Oh my God, and it looks so much better with the shaders on, dude. Jesus. Remind me never to turn the shaders off ever again. Well, hell yeah, that honestly didn't even take that long. That took like only a couple minutes to find, and we pretty much just went in a straight line from our base. So it should be easy enough getting to and fro the base and here if we need to get any extra resources. And well, now with the biome found, now it's time to scout out a nice location to, you know, build the village. Okay, after flying up to this vantage point here, I have decided where I want to build our Cherry Blossom village, and that spot's going to be right here. It's a nice, like, you know, semi-flat kind of area. I think it's going to work well, and we can spread it up to the sides if we want to, or we can even just fill in a whole bunch more cherry trees along the sides there. And we've got a nice vantage point up here to check our placement and stuff. So yeah, location found. Now it's time to start building. Or actually, before we can start building, we need to harvest some cherry trees because that's going to be our main block for the actual houses, of course. So yeah, let's start actually, you know, chopping down some of these trees. Okay, now with a couple of trees chopped down, I've gone ahead and just cleared out this area. And dude, oh my god, I swear the saplings for these trees are like increased drop rate or something. Cause dude, I think I chopped down maybe like 6 or 7 trees and we have literally 50 saplings, and I also planted all of these everywhere as well. I don't know if that's bugged or I'm just like, you know, losing my mind, but that's kind of crazy. Like, oh my god, dude, look at all of it over here as well. Well, at least we don't have to worry about saplings, thankfully. But yeah, so like I was saying, we cleared this area here to, of course, start building our first house. And so this one is going to be our most basic and simple one. So yeah, let's get started. So this one's going to be a simple 5x5 house here. That's not 5x5. There we go. That's how it should be. And I will just say, while I'm building this, my good friend and expert builder, Extra Builds, actually helped me come up with the designs for these bases. So yeah, credit goes to him as well. All right, so there's the pillars added in. And now let's add in our front wall design here, which is going to consist of some more logs. And we're actually going to be stripping these. And oh yeah, that is a nice block, dude. That looks so good. Let's go ahead and slap an upside down stair block there. And we actually need to go ahead and also craft a door, and let's slap that on there. Now, as for the roof, it's going to be this layer here, and we're actually going to be using our crimson wood for the trim of these roofs. Okay, so there's the roof done. And for this build, we're actually going to be needing a special block. Yeah, so we're going to be using pink stained glass panes for this, which is going to look pretty nice, hopefully. So let's chuck in the rest of our blocks here, and then up here, we're also going to place some upside down stairs like so. Let's also go ahead and strip those. And there we go. There's our front wall done, looking pretty nice. I think we also will go ahead and hang some lanterns on the corners of all of these trims here for the roof. And now let's go ahead and add in all of our walls. And hell yeah, there we go. There's the exterior for our first little base pretty much done. Now let's quickly head on to the inside and just add in a cute, quick little interior here. Let's just add in a nice floor. And unfortunately, I don't have any wool for some beds. Let's see if we can shear any of the local wildlife. Okay, there we go. We've got a couple of beds now. Let's head back to our interior. Maybe let's add the bed right in the middle here. Then beside it, let's place a furnace and then a chest. Maybe on top of the furnace, let's add in a lantern as well. And yeah, there's nothing really too much that we can do on the interior here because it is so small. So we're probably just going to leave it at that. And yeah, there we go. There's our first, most basic house completed. Okay, and now with a bunch more trees chopped down and a whole bunch more wood, oh, it's actually, yeah, really not that much. It's time to start building our next house design. And I will just quickly say, the more that we harvest these trees, the more, you know, saplings I'm going to replant. And yeah, this whole biome should start looking a whole lot nicer the more trees that we chop down, because I'm going to make it, you know, a bit more of a dense forest. Honestly, I don't know how I feel about the vanilla cherry biome forest, because, I don't know, it just feels too sparse. Like, the trees are just too far apart. I don't know if that's like, you know, accurate to the real life, you know, variant of this tree. I don't know, dude. But yeah, so I'm just going to slowly carve the biome into something that I like, which is, you know, a bit more of a densely populated forest. Okay, now let's actually get started on our next house design, which I think I might put maybe right here. Let's clear out all of this grass here to make it a little bit flatter, because this house is going to be a little bit longer than that one as well. So we need a little bit more of an area. Actually, just before I start, I completely forgot about this extra little detail that I was meant to add around the leaves here, just to make them feel like they're a little bit more contained. And hell yeah, that's looking so much nicer, dude. Look at that. Just look at it. Okay, now it's time to actually start our next house. So let's start off, of course, with the pillars here. Actually, I think I'm going to shift this over a little bit, like that. There we go. Let's raise these bad boys up. And I may as well slap the roof on here as well while we're at it. Okay, there's our roof done. We also added in this nice little section here, which we'll actually be doing something kind of cool with once we've gotten the walls done. Speaking of which, let's build them. Okay, and there's all of the exterior done, except for a couple of little details that I want to add. The first one of which we're going to need to find some iron for. So yeah, give me a second. Oh, there we go. There's some iron. Hell yeah. Okay, let's go grab that, smelt it up, and I'll be back. Okay, there we go. There's our hanging signs created. And so we're actually going to head up here and place this right in this spot here. What should we name this? Like humble abode. Oh my god, dude, they're so small. You can't really fit a lot of text on them, eh? And something cool is you can actually put stuff on top of the... Oh, okay. Forgot you can edit them. Yeah, you can actually put stuff on top of them like a lantern. if I can place it. There we go. And yeah, how cool does that look? We got a nice little lantern on top of our sign there. That is so cool. Okay, now as for the interior, let's once again just replace all of the floor here with some slabs. On this wall here, let's add our bed in, and then maybe let's put a chest and a barrel beside that. And let's chuck our lantern on top of that barrel as well. And then maybe over here on this side, let's place in a furnace. I think I want to get a couple more, so let's go find some readily available stone over here. Okay, now that we have a couple of furnaces, let's go ahead and place these in here. I think 3 is a decent amount there. And yeah, there we go. There's our pretty simple interior done. I mean, I'm not going to go too crazy with the interiors because we're literally probably never going to be seeing these again. But yeah, there we go. All done. Now with our 2 houses created, let's actually start making the pathway for our village. And so this pathway is actually going to be a little bit different. I was inspired by the flowers here. And so we're actually going to be using these flowers to line our pathway. And let's just do a first little test in between these 2 houses because I don't know how it's actually going to look. I think it would look nice with some coarse dirt in there as well. I might end up actually finding some gravel nearby and just making some coarse dirt out of that. But yeah, that's the basic idea behind our pathway. Okay, there we go. There's our path actually done. I actually just went ahead and grabbed some gravel from a nearby cave to make the coarse dirt. And yeah, I actually think this pathway looks a whole lot better than just simply grass. But yeah, now with our pathway done, it's time to start building our next house design. And I've basically run out of wood again, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and just harvest a bunch more trees. So yeah, just give me a second and I'll be right back. Okay, gamers, we're back with a bunch more wood, and it's now time to start building our next house, which I actually think I want to build up here. So I'm going to quickly remove all of these saplings that I've planted before they actually grow into trees. Because yeah, I feel like this is going to be a nice spot up here for this base, or house I should say. So yeah, let's flatten off this area real quick. Okay, and let's start off by, of course, placing the pillars. And after placing in all of the pillars, it was on to adding in all the wall designs. I mean, they're pretty much the same as all the other houses. We also got the roof added on, this one having 2 separate roofs, which I really love the look of. Okay, and there we go. There's the exterior of the house fully completed. I accidentally made this top area 1 block too tall, but yeah, we're just not going to talk about it. And so the final little addition here is just slapping on another hanging sign onto this block here. What should we call this one? I don't know, maybe DD's Shack. Hell yeah, that looks nice. Now, once again, as for the interior, let's of course just go ahead and clear out the floor here, replace it with some slabs. Now let's chuck our bed in right here. Beside that, let's place a crafting table, maybe a chest as well. And then over on this side, let's just place in our 3 furnaces with maybe a chest beside that and a lantern there too. Oh, and I almost forgot, we need to put our lantern on this block of the house here. I don't know what made me remember that, but yeah, there we go. Oh, and that one as well. What the hell? How did I miss that too? Jesus Christ, man. Bang, there we go. Okay, so there's our 3rd house all done. But you know, I've kind of showed you all the different house designs here. So now I think I'm gonna go ahead and just do a time lapse for the rest of all of the houses that we're gonna add in. Honestly, don't know how far we're gonna go, but yeah, we'll see. So yeah, let's get started with the time lapse right now. Okay, gamers, and there's our town coming along nicely so far. Now it's time to add in a few little details that I want to add in. Starting off over here at this nice little spot right here, I want to add in a little bit of a pond design, so let's get started. Firstly, I'm going to make a quick little infinite water source right here. Then I actually want to go ahead and remove all of the bottom blocks here and replace them with some sand, because I feel like that's going to look like a nice kind of like ground for our pond. I don't know, it might end up looking weird, but we'll see. Okay, and I feel like we need a little secondary, like, kind of dip down into the pond here. So let's do maybe that, maybe a little bigger. Yeah, that looks nice. Now let's start filling it up with some water. Alright, and there we go. There's our pond filled up with water. Now it's time to start adding in a couple of little decorations, of which I need to grab another one. Just give me a second here. And of course, and it starts raining. It looks like it's time for another Building in the Rain with Disruptive segment. Let's That's right, at least it fits the theme of the build, you know? Rain and water equals the same, you know? Alright, so the first detail we're gonna add around here is just a couple of stone slabs, just for some nice extra little detail, I guess. Now I have some seagrass as well. Let's just scatter those around, kind of in like clumps, maybe along the edges. I feel like that'll look nice. Maybe in the middle here as well. Let's actually bone meal maybe 2 pieces, because it definitely looks nice having them, you know, like touching the surface. I would love to have lily pads, but I have no idea where a swamp is, so yeah, that's okay. And now let's just add some sugar canes around this as well, just kind of evenly spaced apart. And yeah, I think that looks good. And now for the final touch, let's add some flowers around all of this as well, just kind of broken up. Oh, also that reminds me, I feel like I should probably mention this, but I decided to change the pathway. Instead of making it, you know, just solid flowers literally along all of the sides, which I didn't really like the look of that very much, I decided to actually break it up and make the flowers a little bit more like kind of scattered and randomly placed. I feel like that looks a lot nicer instead of just, you know, a freaking load of flowers everywhere, man. So I'm gonna do kind of the same thing with the pond here, and I also want to have a pathway that leads into our pond, maybe like to this area of it. So let's actually start adding that in real quick right now. Okay, maybe not the whole pond, because it's gonna kind of link up to this pathway and just kind of look weird. So I just kind of ended it off over there. Ooh, and actually I just came up with a really neat idea for an extra little detail, which I think will look nice. I need a couple of grass blocks, so yeah, let's grab those. Now in the middle right here, let's create another little island like this. Just something super small like that, and then let's actually go ahead and make a tiny little custom tree here. I think this is gonna look pretty cool. Okay, so there's our branches, pretty small, and here's a handy dandy pro tip as well. Whenever you're building like a custom tree like this, the easiest way to make it look nice is pretty much just cover every single face of the branch here with some leaves. That's like my hidden tactic for building any kind of custom tree, the easiest way possible. Literally just cover every single exposed face of the branches, and then you're pretty much golden, mate. Okay, and that is looking pretty good, but I think it's a little bit too bushy, so I think I'm gonna remove some of these bottom ones like this, and that'll also allow us to hang a lantern underneath that too. Maybe let's add one on this side as well. Actually, I think that's too many. Let's get rid of that one. And hell yeah, that's looking awesome. We got a nice custom little cherry blossom tree in here. Now another thing I want to add real quick is just like a custom small little bench at the end of this pathway. Let's just grab some signs and add those on here too. Actually, I think this will look better if it's actually like, you know, facing the pond instead of the pathway. Hell yeah, that's awesome. Oh, and this just gave me another little idea as well. Let's actually add in a very small dock here. Let's actually have this final one be like that, and so it dips down into the water. Yeah, I think that looks better. Right, well, we can actually use these fences to just add some quick little lampposts around the sides of this as well, just to brighten up the area. I think it's gonna look quite nice. And let's add one over here beside the bench too. Hell yeah. Now we have a nice little kind of town center area, which looks really nice. Okay, and for the next detail, I want to add some little market stalls up here in this blank area. So let's maybe start off with a actual market stall over on this side here. Let's actually make that a little bit smaller. We're gonna add a bit of a table in here. Then let's have some fences that come up, and we'll add some more fences on the back here as well. Then let's jump up here and add on some stairs like this. Let's maybe have slabs in between those, and then more stairs on top of here. And then let's maybe do that and leave like a little gap in the roof. Does that look weird? Let's see. Yeah, it kind of does actually. And I think we need to get our trim block in there as well. Our same block that we used, the crimson wood. That's what it's called. So let me go grab some of that. Okay, let's replace this with our crimson wood and see how it looks. All right, let's take a step back once again, and wow, it looks somehow worse. Wow. I was not expecting that. Okay, that's better, but it's still kind of looking weird. Why does it look so weird, guys? Tell me now, please, help me. Okay, let's try replacing these fences with some logs. Oh my god, just everything I do is making it worse, man. What the hell is happening? Man, okay, let's try the leaves with the old roof design. Oh my god, this is frustrating me. Man, that just does not work. What is going on? Okay, there we go. There's the design that I ended up settling on here. So I ended up stripping all of this wood and changing all of this back just to the regular cherry wood, just because the colors were clashing a little bit too much. And I also added the leaves back in here as well. I think that looks pretty good. Now let's go ahead and repeat that design maybe over here. I don't think I want to have too many of these, and I think I want to mainly have like these tables. Let's add in a design just for reference, just like that, and let's connect them up with some slabs, and then we'll add some little decorations on top of there, of which I of course do not have any, so we're gonna have to go probably mine some clay. I might actually go do that real quick right now. Okay, now we're back with some decorative blocks. Let's go ahead and start adding in some stuff here. Let's start off with a cherry sapling inside of a pot, and then beside that, let's place an extinguished campfire. Now over here on this table, let's maybe add in a couple of pot plants. This time, let's change it up. Let's maybe chuck an azure bluet in that one and an oxeye daisy over here. Let's actually remove this block here and replace it with a barrel, and let's chuck a lantern on top of that as well. That's gonna look nice. Now over here in this little gap, let's add in a little bit of a barrel kind of like storage pile thing. Yeah, that looks nice. Though I think it needs an extra chest, maybe there. Yeah, okay. And a campfire. Let's chuck another campfire there. Okay, that's looking good. Now let's just add similar things like that into a couple of other strategically placed locations, like maybe over here. Let's just add something super simple like that. And let's also actually branch off our pathway here and add one in to all of the market here. So let's branch it off over here and maybe bring it over this way. And let's also just add in a little bit of some light flowering around this area as well. And yeah, that's looking nice. Let's maybe add in a little bit of a lamppost here as well. So let's actually do this and strip that. Up here, let's add in a slab and then some trapdoors coming away from those. And then let's add some lanterns on top of that. Hell yeah, that's looking nice. Oh, actually, I completely forgot to add a detail onto here as well. Let's add our last flower pot here with an oxeye daisy inside. Hell yeah. And then around this, I think I want to add in some flowers like that. I think that looks pretty nice. Now, I feel like we just have too many flowers around the place here. Let's maybe cut down on the flowerage a little bit. All right, and so there we go. That pretty much does it for the entire village and this episode. Once again, thank you to Brick City for sponsoring this video. Be sure to check them out with the link in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.